Hi guys, this is Aamna. You're watching AHI. This is the 101 at the gym. That's a sentence you never thought you'd hear me say. But here I am. Why am I here? Let's talk. So, why am I here? Why did I decide to go to the gym? And I've been doing it for a month now, feeling much better. मगर क्या वो moment था जब मैंने सोचा कि यार मुझे कुछ करना पड़ेगा अपनी सेहत का. I love traveling, you all know. So इस दफ़ा मैं जब पेरिस गई, मुझसे चला ही नहीं जा रहा था, frankly speaking. I had no stamina. My knees would hurt. I would avoid going up slopes, inclines, stairs, and it was really, really bad. And it's been going on for a couple of years. 3-4 साल पहले, I was told that I had arthritis in my knee. उसकी वजह से मेरा balance बिल्कुल out था. उसकी वजह से I developed a limp in my walk. उठना बैठना problematic था. ज़मीन पे बैठ के उठना non-existent था. तो वो आहिस्ता आहिस्ता progressively हालात बुरे होते जा रहे थे. तो एक ये back of my head ये डर था कि यार ये ठीक नहीं होगा, ये बुरा ही होता जाएगा. And I'm looking at possible knee surgery, 10 years down the line. And that's what my physiotherapist also said. He said कि unless you build your muscles in your legs, जो कि knees को elevate करेंगे, you're heading to like a really bad situation. Plus ये कि Abbu, my father, actually I genetically inherit, I think, bad knees because he's in his 80s and though he's not overweight at all, he's had diabetes all his life and उनको उठने बैठने में बहुत तकलीफ होती है. 2 लोग उनको चाहिए support के लिए. बहुत high surfaces पे वो बैठते हैं. He stopped traveling, he stopped going anywhere because he feels that he's really debilitated. तो मुझे back of the head ये भी बहुत डर था कि यार I don't want to be dependent on anybody. I want to stay as independent as possible for as long as possible. Then there is a love for travel that I have. मुझे ये नज़र आ रहा था कि यार अगर मैंने कुछ ना किया अभी, so आहिस्ता आहिस्ता my lifestyle is going to get really, really supremely affected. So I met Zeba Bakhtar and I have to give her credit for inspiring me. And her goal was, a 6-pack at 60. मैंने कहा मेरा तो है कि fitness at 50 किसी तरह मैं fit हो जाऊँ. And fitness, a lot of people think fitness is weight loss or losing weight or getting into shape, whatever. For me, it was like strength and stamina. I had to build my stamina so that I could travel as frequently as I wanted to. I could go places that I wanted to without the fear of मैं ये कर नहीं सकूँगी because ये fear बहुत imminent है मेरे ज़हन में अब. And to have the strength. Even when I came, I was like, आपके aims and objectives क्या हैं? मैंने कहा मेरे aims ये हैं कि मैं अकेले travel कर सकूँ, अपना सूटकेस उठा के रख सकूँ, मुझे किसी की ज़रूरत ना पड़े. अगर एस्केलेटर ख़राब है तो मैं ऊपर नीचे जा सकूँ सीढ़ियों पे with a suitcase. So I just want to be very, very mobile, very independent, and of course looking at a lifetime of good health and good bones and good strength. So that's why I'm here, and I'm really enjoying it, I have to say. And I thought that, at the risk of me getting recorded at the gym, which is not something I'm really looking forward to. But I was like, I want to inspire all of you people who suffer from childbirth weight, बच्चों के बाद या घर पे बैठे-बैठे couch potatoes बन जाते हैं, all of that. People who've never been to the gym like me, if I can do it, you can do it as well. So we're going to be meeting Pervez, who's my trainer. And he's trained with Zeba, he trained Azan as well, and a lot of other people. और मुझे faith है कि मुझे injuries नहीं होंगी. सबसे बड़ा जो डर होता है क्योंकि पहले मैं गिरती भी बहुत थी, बहुत घुटनों पे चोटें लगी. I used to fall everywhere. So that balance, finding that core strength, and finding the right person to train you is so important. And so yeah, let's go meet him. This is Pervez.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Pervez, how late is it for me to start? मतलब late का मतलब है, is it ever too late to start?
It's never too late. Of course, if you are starting from the early age, you have a better chance in getting into good shape, have more muscle, have more functionality, and carry on in a later age. But if you haven't trained all your life and you're starting right now, just like you,
yes,
it's always a good place to start.
So is it ever too late?
No, it's never too late. No, it's never too late.
Never too late. क्योंकि मुझे बहुत बड़ा डर था कि मैं अब start करूँगी तो मुझे कोई ना कोई injury होगी और ऐसा ये हो चुका है कि मैंने की और कोई ना कोई muscle spasm बाजू में या टांग में या घुटने पे.
See, there's always a point of start. and you build it up from that. Now, mostly people, what they do, they enter the gym and they try to do everything as soon as possible. This is where they go wrong. They don't know what their starting point, they don't know their fitness level, they don't know their strength, and they're just trying to work out as much as possible, especially people who are going to the boot camp and stuff, trying to lose weight as fast as possible.
42-day camp.
Now, I think the one thing people should shift their focus is, instead of focusing on losing, focus on gaining, that what you are gaining from the gym. Now, if I ask you, in that 1 month, what did you gain?
So पहली बात तो ये कि मेरा जो फेयर था मेरे अंदर कि मैं नहीं कुछ कर सकती, मैं बेंच पे बैठ के उठ भी नहीं सकती, वो निकला. दूसरी चीज कॉन्फिडेंस आया, तो फिर चीजें करने की हिम्मत हुई. लाइक गेटिंग ऑन दैट साइकिल, आई मीन फर्स्ट डे रिमेंबर आई वाज लाइक मैं नहीं कर सकती, आई कांट गेट ऑन इट, मेरा बैलेंस नहीं रहेगा, मैं गिर जाऊंगी, ये बहुत डर था. एंड देन ये बहुत क्लियर कट था कि भाई दिस इज नॉट फॉर वेट लॉस इनिशियली, इट्स नॉट, इट्स फॉर स्ट्रेंथ और स्टैमिना. तो ऐसा ऐसा आएगा. व्हाट डू यू थिंक के मतलब है?
So weight loss has nothing to do with any kind of cardio. Weight loss is all about your calorie maintenance.
That's not what we've been told all our life, huh?
It's all about your calorie management.
Right.
If you have a good strength training program along with it, you'll be much more healthier because your joint will be protected. You will have a better muscle mass. You have a better functionality. And all the people जिनका weight loss करने के बाद loose skin का problem होता है, या फिर energy levels drop हो जाते हैं, and then they don't have much to eat, all those things can be fixed if you have a good strength training program.
Right.
This is what we do wrong as a trainers as well, that we put people into a cardio-based HIIT training where they are losing weight, but they are losing muscle as well, and they are losing strength as well.
And the diet plan I showed you, जो मुझे दिया गया
था,
that
was horrible.
Horrible.
उससे
weight loss हो रहा था.
It was given to you by some nutritionist.
Yes.
But the thing is, there was hardly any protein there.
हाँ.
And then as you're growing older, protein is very, very important.
Right.
For your well-being as well, for your muscle, for your strength, even for the weight loss as well.
अच्छा, अब जो मेरे घुटने में आर्थराइटिस है, and you see कि मैं चलती भी टेढ़ा हूँ, and I have a wobble in my walk, balance नहीं है, वो लिम्प भी है हल्का सा, तो जा तो नहीं सकता. जो कार्टेज घिस गया एक दफा, वो वापस तो नहीं आएगा. So how will I eventually fix the knee now?
So
how will you help me fix the knee now?
Every joint is surrounded by muscles.
Right.
And the functionality की जब हम बात करते हैं, the functionality comes from the muscle. Right? If you have to take care of your knee joint, you work on the muscle around it. So your quadriceps, your calves, your hamstring. So this is what we are working right now. Okay, we are working on all the muscles surrounding your knee. And once you work on those muscles, make them stronger, you will be able to do things that you haven't done in years. Like you have a fear to get up from the floor. This is what we discussed.
Yes,
and we did try, and you did get up from the floor.
Yeah.
And this element of fear is taken out from that.
Yeah.
Now you are doing squats.
Yeah.
Not 100% correct squat, but we are going to that direction.
Getting there.
Right, getting there.
So लिम्प ठीक हो जाएगी. कितनी देर, generally कितनी देर लगती है?
Depending where you're starting. Again, your condition.
Zero. Starting from zero.
Your condition. I would say not even zero. It's
minus.
Kind of like minus.
Wow.
We are going towards zero right
Thanks now. Thanks for that vote of confidence. Starting from negative.
Now we are going towards zero. Now anybody who can't get up from the floor, they are not on zero. They are on the negative.
Really?
Yeah.
That bad?
As a human being, we should be able to get up from the floor. No matter what your age is.
I feel so good about myself. Yeah, great.
No matter what your age is, you should be able to do certain stuff.
ठीक है.
So yeah, so negative. Yeah, I would say negative.
Zero पे आ गए अभी कि नहीं आए? अभी भी नहीं आए.
We are going towards it. अभी तक पहुँचे नहीं हैं. But we will get there.
So slow and steady. It's a slow process, but it is bringing results. जो कि मैं भी देख रही हूँ रोज की लाइफ में और right.
Yeah.
Slow and steady. And the good thing is that I'm really enjoying it. I mean, I've never enjoyed gym ever in my life, and मुझे मजा आ रहा है. And I enjoy the small, steps of progress that I see every time I come. So it's great. So और भी बहुत से सवाल हैं. Let's just get to the
questions.
Yeah, and then Okay. And you guys have sent a lot of questions as well. So Pervez will hopefully be answering them.
Yeah.
So Pervez, because of the arthritis in my knee, and I was going for physio training for a long time, तो वो थेरेपिस्ट ने कहा कि जी आपने सीढ़ियाँ अवॉइड करनी है और चलें पता नहीं लेफ्ट नी से तो उतरे राइट नी से, उठना बैठना अवॉइड करें, नमाज भी मतलब उठक बैठक नहीं करें, तो स्ट्रेन ना डालें नी पे. बट जब मैंने ट्रेनिंग शुरू की तो यू टोल्ड मी द एग्जैक्ट ऑपोजिट. सो what do I do?
I think this is not a very simple thing to answer, but I'll try to explain it. Strength training को इतना ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं होगा, so there is not a lot of research has done. If you're thinking about like बहुत पहले से, so recently all the studies that is telling you that strength training actually helps you age better. So it helps your joints to age better as well. It helps your overall body, your nervous system, your hormones to age better. एक saying है in a fitness, if you're not using it, you're gonna lose it.
Yeah, use it.
So if you avoid moving, you're gonna lose the functionality, and this is exactly what you were doing.
Yeah.
This is what you have been told by your therapist.
Yeah.
So I think anybody who is suffering from any kind of issues when it comes to pain, joint pain, any kind of functionality, they should work with a specialist to regain that functionality instead of just completely leaving it.
Because give up करके तो बिल्कुल ही काम से गया.
Because you're gonna go backwards completely. Because if you're not going up the stairs, you won't be able to go up the stairs ever.
Right.
You have to put yourself in that environment to make your muscles stronger and gain that functionality. You were told the opposite because you had a pain. Now that therapist cannot be with you all the time.
अच्छा दर्द नहीं थी by the way. There was no pain.
Yeah, but that therapist was not with you all the time, and because एक limb पे ज़्यादा stress डाला होता, दूसरे limb पे नहीं डाला था, इसी की वजह से आपकी जो walking है वो थोड़ी सी balance out है. वो the first day we met, I told you that you're not walking straight, right? Because I could see that you are putting more pressure on one side than the other,
right? And
that actually caused a lot of other issues. Like that means your pelvic floor is imbalanced, and then there's a carryover effect on your spine as well. So all these problems happen if you are not taking care of your functionality.
Right.
So if you want to age better, I think whatever the minor problem that you have, focus on fixing it instead of like completely avoiding it.
ठीक है. अच्छा, now very basic question जो कि I'm sure जो लोग मेरी तरह नहीं वाकिफ हैं जिम के लिंगो से, कार्डियो में और स्ट्रेंथ ट्रेनिंग में क्या फर्क है?
See, cardio is for heart.
Okay.
The basic reason you should do cardio because it works your cardiac muscle. That's your heart muscle.
Right.
The strength training.
कार्डियो किस चीज से होती है?
Anything where oxygen consumption is higher for your body, that's your cardio. So if you're running, if you're dancing around, if you're jumping around, even if you do weight training with a very high rep range, that's all cardio.
ठीक है.
Right? Strength training where you're focusing on your skeletal muscle and your strength, and also your nervous system.
Right.
Strength का एक बहुत बड़ा element आपका nervous system होता है.
Really?
Right? Yeah. So it stimulates your nervous system if you're doing proper strength training. Most people don't know what strength training is all about. They think like lifting weight is a strength training, but that's not true.
Okay.
Lifting weight can be cardio as well.
Right.
So strength training ka it's very specific number of reps that you're supposed to, the certain number of load you're supposed to do. Then you're doing strength training. Strength training is for your muscles, and your muscle is your biggest tissue for your functionality. If you don't have muscle, you will have a very bad functionality.
So will I be able to lift that 30 kg suitcase next year when I go on my holiday?
Inshallah, you will. If you keep coming to the gym.
Yeah, I'll keep coming at it, absolutely. अच्छा परवेज, मैंने स्टोरी लगाई थी so because a lot of people kept asking questions में जब मैंने last time भी लगाई थी तो they were like we have questions. So एक बहुत recurring सवाल आ रहा है कि after childbirth how soon can you go back to the gym?
Okay, after 6 weeks if you don't have any complications.
So normal delivery 6 weeks?
6 weeks, even cesarean. After cesarean,
even cesarean?
6 weeks के बाद you can train because when you deliver a baby, you will have this hormone release in your body that called relaxes.
Okay.
That weakens your joints.
Okay. Weakens?
So, weakens your joint postpartum. So after 6 weeks, you can start training. Again, if you don't have any other complications.
40 दिन जो कहते हैं.
40 दिन, yes. उसके बाद you can start, yes.
और 40 दिन में जो लोग पंजीरी और healthy देसी घी टाइप वो करना चाहिए या नहीं करना चाहिए?
This is something you make your own choices. To be very
This is something our grandmothers told us कि पंजीरी खाओ 40 दिन.
अब मुझे exact reason नहीं पता पंजीरी का क्या है, but just
try to eat healthy. ताकत की चीजें हैं उसमें. Eat healthy.
Eat healthy, yes.
Right.
That's all.
अच्छा, so Iraj is one of our followers. उन्होंने पूछा कि जी खासतौर पर cesarean के बाद जो एक belly हो जाती है, mommy belly जिसे कहते हैं, क्या वो training से जा सकती है or are you stuck with it forever? Is it like a surgical solution to that?
So belly is a belly fat.
Yeah, belly fat around.
So there are two things. If you have a cesarean, तो उस वक्त आपका muscle कटा हुआ होगा. So there's an incision through the muscle. So you have to rebuild that muscle first thing because you don't have a sensation. जिसकी वजह से you will have a loose skin as well around that area. So to get that sensation back, you have to train those muscle and regain all the lost muscle there. That's number one thing. Second thing, to lose mommy belly is same as you lose any other area for fat.
Okay.
So the way you lose body fat for any other area, even without pregnancy, without delivery, you do the same thing to lose those mommy belly.
By the
as
way,
well.
so I've had a mommy belly for like 25 years. मुझे ऐसा लगा 2-3 दिन पहले कि मुझे ना बिल्कुल belly button के पीछे एक sensation सी, तो मैंने कहा या तो ये कोई muscle सोया हुआ जागा है या फिर ये कोई hernia है. मैंने कहा मैं पूछूंगी.
It's most likely muscle.
Most likely. Hopefully it's muscle and not hernia, and you know, yeah. Okay. Acha, Javeria is asking ke, why is it so hard? Javeria, what is so hard? Training. Why is it so hard?
It's actually not that hard. It's complicated. Let me explain you the difference. Because of the so much information out there in our social media, it's very complicated and people are like very overwhelmed to start. So I think once you go to the gym, stick with the basics, lift weights, try to eat right. That's your starting point, and then learn along the way,
right,
and then do it.
We have to get to my diet plan as well at some point.
We have to now actually.
At some point in life, we have to, we have to lose weight as well.
But also, it's not about it's not difficult. It's about habits.
Yeah.
We are too habitual of not going to the gym. So bringing that habit into your life, that's a difficult part. Once you're in that habit, then you become addicted to it. Then it's not difficult.
Yeah, so it's hard, but it can get easier. अच्छा, आयशा खान ने काफ़ी लंबी चौड़ी स्पील दी है कि हर बंदा weight lose करने की कोशिश कर रहा है, मगर कोई tips दें for people who want to gain weight in a healthy way.
Okay, healthy way. So that's actually
we all had
biggest,
that problem.
I think that's the biggest highlight. Gain weight in a healthy way. So let me tell you what is healthy and unhealthy. If you're gaining or losing, if you're gaining muscle, that's healthy. If you're gaining fat, that's unhealthy.
How do we know?
Right? This is where the training comes in.
Right.
Right? If you are losing fat, it's healthy. If you're losing muscle, it's unhealthy. Normally, we are stuck with the scale.
Yeah.
Right? कि scale पे कितना weight है.
Yeah.
But scale में आपका weight, muscle, fat, सब कुछ मिला के आता है.
Yeah, water.
Right? You have to understand the difference between muscle and fat. Right? If you want to gain weight, first thing, put yourself in a good training system first. And then start eating more and add more protein to your diet. Then you will gain more healthier weight.
Right.
If you just try to eat more because you want to gain, you will end up gaining a lot of body fat.
Right.
Now, that's not healthy.
That's not healthy.
Right. So the difference is it's about the muscle. It's not about what's weight on the scale.
Right. So muscle किस चीज़ से बढ़ता है?
Muscle बनता है training से. So it's a response of stress. Weight training जो हम लोग करते हैं, that puts stress on our body, on the muscle. In the response to that, if you eat right, have enough protein, have enough calories, you start building up the muscle to overcome those stresses.
Right. So you want to gain muscle weight, not fat weight,
Not
right?
fat weight,
That's
yes.
unhealthy weight.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You also told me that I have to have like 100 grams of protein a day, which
Not
I have
100
not been
actually, not 100 actually. I was like at least try to eat 100.
I have not
but
been
at
able to do
least
it.
You need a lot more than 100
I have not
grams.
been able to do it.
Because I saw your diet, there was only, I would say,
1 egg a day.
20 grams of protein she's eating right now, but she needs around 150 grams of protein.
All my calories are coming from sugar.
Yeah, all the calories coming from sugar and fats.
Yes,
actually.
sugar and fats, absolutely. अच्छा, Farah Khan ने पूछा कि how good and effective is EMS training with healthy diet for losing fat? I don't even know what EMS training is.
I know EMS training where they put all the electrodes on your,
okay.
put your jacket on, all the electrodes on. So what they do is like as you flex your muscle, they give you that electric shock in your muscle.
Oh God.
To stimulate that. There's not a lot of research done on that, but I don't think it is that. This is completely my own perspective. You need any kind of stress on your body to be better. Now, even if you do cardio, there's a stress on your heart. If you're doing weight training or strength training, there's a stress on your muscle. What EMS is doing is putting electric shock to stimulate that muscle. It can activate your muscle, but I don't think
doesn't sound
anything
healthy at all.
And plus, if you have a crappy diet, doesn't matter whatever training you're doing.
Right.
You're not getting
That's
results.
not. अच्छा, एक और सवाल. By the way, guys, बहुत ज़्यादा सवाल हैं, सारे नहीं पूछ सकती. So 1 or 2 more questions I'll take. If you stop going to the gym, will you lose the muscle that you've built? And if you've lost weight at the gym, will you gain it back if you stop working out?
Again, it's a lot of, it depends.
It depends what
so
you're
mostly,
doing. Yeah.
So mostly a question that comes to us, answer is it depends because you will lose muscle if you stop training. But at the same time, your diet matters a lot. So if you're eating enough protein, it will spare some muscle. And if you lose weight and start eating more calories again, you will gain weight.
So Fatma पूछ रही है कि what is the reason if we are losing inches every week after cardio but not weight? इसका जवाब तो फातिमा मैं भी दे सकती हूँ. Cardio करके you're gaining weight, muscle weight, right? Which is muscle is heavier.
So cardio करके muscle weight gain नहीं होता. If you're completely new to it, completely new beginner person going to do some activity in the gym.
नहीं मतलब inches lose हो रहे हैं और weight नहीं lose हो रहा. उसका मतलब है muscle बन रहा है.
Yeah, no, not necessary, not necessary.
Not necessary.
So maybe you're putting a lot of stress on your body.
Yeah.
So there's a stress, because of the stress hormone, the weight is showing more, but you're losing body fat. That's what's happening. If you're putting yourself into weight training or any type of exercise, you may end up gaining some muscle, but not a lot.
But not a lot.
Not a lot.
अच्छा कमल आपने पूछा है कि I'm overweight, just turned 50. What should I do with my weight? Follow this show and follow all the guidelines.
Follow me.
Follow Pervez. Ask him. And yeah, lots of people have done it. Yeah, बाकी सवाल काफ़ी repeat हो रहे हैं और काफ़ी बढ़ते जा रहे हैं, इसलिए I guess that's about it, more or less. Weight gain भी पूछ लिया. Yeah. Any other advice that you'd like to give?
Yes, I would like to give you advice. Is anybody who's in any whatever goal you, weight loss, weight gain, you want to be fitter, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Make sure you put yourself in a strength training system and prefer it over cardio, because cardio is not something that's gonna give you healthy tissue. That is your muscle. It's your strength training. No, it's your strength training that gives you that muscle mass that you need if you want to age better. Cardio is important for your heart health because your heart is also a muscle. If you want to do cardio, do that, but do not neglect strength training.
Right.
Secondly, understand calories and macros. If you're just running after any kind of diet plan, nobody ever follows same plan forever.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
You have to change your plan. So the best thing you can do, understand what macros are, what is protein, carbs and fats, and how much do you need it. And once you lose the weight, once you get your result, how much you need after that.
Right.
All the sustainability of weight loss or muscle gain, maintenance, whatever it is based on how good your understanding is and how you're modifying it as per
बड़ा
your
मुश्किल है
current
भाई.
situation.
This sounds impossible.
It's not impossible. It's
हर
just
वक्त
something
हिसाब ही
people-
बंदा करता रहे कि कितने calories खा रहा है.
Once you start doing it, in few months, you know what
it'll
you're
come
supposed
naturally.
to do. Yeah, it will come naturally.
अच्छा एक और myth है कि no pain no gain. ये myth है कि वाकई जब तक दर्द muscles sore ना हो उसका मतलब है
It's no. I would say it's a myth. Yes, you will have to work hard, but it doesn't mean that you have to crawl out of the gym. No, you don't have to.
You don't have to do that.
You know where your fitness level is. You take one step ahead.
Right.
Okay, that's your stimulation enough. That's your growth. That's your progressive overload. Okay, now the next step. What people do, they enter the gym. From the first step, they jump to the 10th step.
Yeah.
Now they are sore for a week. They can't even move.
Yeah.
Now that's not the best approach.
Right.
Right. Take one step at a time. Let your body heal. Let your body recover. Then take another step, and then take another step.
And personal advice: if your trainer asks you, "How did you feel after last workout? Were you sore?" Say, "Yes, I died. I was dying. I went home. I couldn't get up. I couldn't get off my bench." Then he will stay easy on you. वरना तो गए काम
Yeah.
से.
Do not listen to her. Always be honest with your trainers.
Okay, let's get to the session then.
Yeah, definitely. Let's go.